Imagine living your life where you can put your arm around your entire head. When you think of snap, crackle, and pop, you think of your joints and not actual cereal. And living a life of pain is just normal for you. If these things apply to you, you might be living with something called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, or EDS for short. I want to take this opportunity today to talk to you about Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. So let's get started. First, I'm going to tell you about the different classifications. Then, I'm going to tell you about the symptoms. And lastly, I will tell you how people live and cope with this invisible illness. So let's get started. There are 6 different types of EDS. There's classical, there's hypermobile, vascular, hyposcoliosis, arthrochalasia, and dermatosparaxis. Though classical, hypermobile, and vascular are the 3 main types. Classical shows with velvet-like soft skin that bruises easily, joint hypermobility, and wide scars. Hypermobile commonly shows joint and limb pain, dislocations, and the same velvet-like skin that bruises easily. Vascular is the worst type. It has the possibility of atrial or organ ruptures, skin that is translucent and very see-through. You can see every vein, and any minor trauma can lead to very serious issues. And the life expectancy, unfortunately, is only in the 40s. Hyposcoliosis shows joint laxity and weak muscle tone, scars, and scoliosis that is present at birth and that just progresses on. Arthrochalasia has congenital hip dislocations, severe generalized joint hypermobility, and stretchy skin. And finally, dermatosparaxis is the rarest of them all. People have sagging skin, redundant skin, and it has the consistency of dough. And these are off of ednf.org, which is the official EDS website. Secondly, the different symptoms of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome can range from very mild to very severe. Some of them are very rare, and others are so common that almost every person with EDS will get them at one point or another. Some of the most common types are joint hypermobility, joint pain, extreme fatigue, dislocations, sprains and strains, soft velvet-like skin that bruises and tears very easily, stretchy skin, like that, and vein with varicose veins, and gastrointestinal issues. Some of the rarer symptoms include scoliosis. There's different ruptures of different organs, tendons, and muscles. And for women, pregnancies, you can have uterine ruptures. And these came off of medicinenet.org. Living and coping with EDS can either be very easy or one of the hardest things in the world, depending on your attitude and willingness to never give up. Most people with EDS also have other illnesses and disorders. So you have to go through a lot of time figuring out what is EDS and what comes from other things. And during that time, you can go through at least 5 medications at least, and several other remedies that possibly won't help either or. A normal day for an EDSer might include waking up in the morning with several joints dislocated, and you have to pop them back into place before you even think about waking up and getting up. And throughout that day, you need braces and splints to keep them in place, and pain medicine. Many people in life, they go through life living in splints or braces and on different medications. One of the things about Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is that every day is a new day. You never know what tomorrow will bring, because tomorrow will always be different than the next day, and the next day, or the following day. It was my pleasure talking to you today about EDS. First, I talked to you about the different kinds, the different types, the symptoms, and then lastly, I just talked to you about living and coping with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And just remember, if you can put your arm around your head, when you think of snap, crackle, and pop, you think of your joints and not cereal, and living in pain is normal for you, you might have EDS. Okay, so
Now you have to swing the room. Hi, there's 5 adults. Make sure you take your picture. All right.
You're good.